under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Donna Dillard, present. Carla Jean Frazier. Here. Darren Owen.
Here.
Leah Flores.
Here.
Bobby Bostock.
Here. Approval of the July 15, 2025 regular session minutes.
So moved.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second? Second. Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carried.
Old business. Commonwealth Engineers, Eric Hartman.
Thank you. Got an update on a couple items. We'll start with the water tank project. They're wrapping up work on that right now. I've been by there, you've probably seen it, got the logo painted on the outside and whatnot. Still waiting on, they did some touch-up work on the inside, so I'm waiting on the actual date that was done. There's a minimum 7-day cure time on those coatings before they can go back in and refill the tank. So once I know that, I'll communicate with you guys and remind everybody and let you know about when that's going to be. But we should be closing in on the end of that finally work over there. So I spoke to them just earlier today, and they were still verifying with the crew on those dates. So I should hopefully know something pretty soon. We will have a number of, I've kind of held their pay applications because of all the issues that we've had at this point. So once they get done, we're satisfied with the work, then I'll send those to you guys for review and approval at a final meeting, and we'll square up with the change order on time and everything associated with that. So the US 150 sewer relocation project did execute contracts with the contractor for that. So they're all on board. Like to have a pre-construction conference with them, looking at maybe next Wednesday. I don't know if you're around next week, maybe around 10 or 11 o'clock, something like that. Council doesn't have to be here. All the documents have been executed on that, but you're more than welcome to come to that. We'll just go over the basic contract requirements with them and establish schedules and whatnot. And once I have
What
schedules,
time was that?
I was looking around 11.
You want to meet here in this office or where we?
This would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be fine.
When is it again?
Next Wednesday? Yeah. If that doesn't work, we can move it around, so. I do also have an amendment to our agreement for additional construction engineering services. We talked about that a couple meetings ago. That allows us to do a few more site visits, a little more monitoring of the contractor during construction. All that would come out of NDOT's portion of the cost. So it would be appropriate to take that up for consideration. So that would be CEI amendment number 2025-02 to add an additional $65,000 to the construction engineering budget for that project. Motion and approval.
How does council want to proceed with this? Any questions?
And that does come out of the states.
Yes.
Part of it wouldn't cost the town anymore.
Correct.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Would that be subject to Hunt's review, just to make sure? Do we have it or?
Yeah, I circulated it.
Yeah, it's all part of
Okay.
it, yes.
All right. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
I'll leave that with you, Beth, and then I can pick it up. I'm coming through here tomorrow morning, so I'll just pick it up tomorrow. Final thing I had then was the lead service line removal project. I think the last meeting, SRF, again, Finance Authority, had sent an email to you guys notifying you that you're in the fundable range, qualify for 50% grant, 50% zero interest loan on that project. They needed a response to them prior to August 1st, so we worked with London Woody Group as your financial advisor, got that submitted on Thursday, the day before that. And basically that was outlining our schedule for when we would do work. Now, they are allowing for the lead service line projects to close in their fourth quarter, which is basically March to June timeframe of 2026. So we took advantage of that, and we targeted, I can't remember what the date was, I think we targeted a closing date of May 20th. That's closing with SRF on that. So we would actually open bids April 7th, and was trying to target when your normal meetings are of 2026. So in the interim, we need to finalize our scope of services for that work to start the design. Get that done as soon as possible. A lot of the design work is outreach to the people that we're going to be replacing their lines that were identified to have lead or potentially have lead. So it just takes some time to kind of make those contacts, get the right of entries and things like that to scope out the project. So maybe next Wednesday when I'm here, we can talk about that a little bit more, Mike, and make sure we're all on the same page on approaching people and public outreach and all that good stuff. We'll get that going. So that'll be something that'll be ongoing with contacting people and stuff through the fall of this year, early part of next year, then we'll get it out to bid and get that going. So it's pretty good deal for the county to get that knocked out. So if there aren't any other questions, that's all I have.
Council, have any questions for me?
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
I'll ask them next week.
Any new business coming before council? Seeing none, any other business coming before council? Seeing none, we'll move on to reports. If it's okay with the council, I'd like to move clerk treasurer up to the first and get that out of the way. Council, in agreement?
So moved.
No, it's fine.
Thank you.
I'm offended by it.
Okay. First off, I have 2 employee pay increases. Vicky Music, her 90-day pay increase effective today, $15.45 to $15.97.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then Eric Bush also has made his 90-day increase effective today from $15.45 to $16.48.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And I have some invoices for the council's approval. Clark Geeks for design work from May 31st of 2025 through June 27th, 2025. And this is the Candle Elm Street design work in the amount of $4,271.73.
They already started. They started today cutting the blacktop out. All the equipment sitting there. Probably start digging tomorrow. I met with the foreman of the job, and Chris Knight was there. We met with them and talked to them, but they saw all the blacktop, and they're gonna start the project, start digging probably tomorrow. He's got a couple of issues that they've got to figure out, especially there's some underground services, telephone that's underneath the sidewalk. They've got to get with them to make sure, and they might have to move the retaining wall a little bit back off of it, because the retaining wall will sit on top of their lines. So So it won't be anything major, they're just gonna back it up a little bit, probably go a foot off of where they were at now. But they said they would get with the engineering firm and talk to them, get it all approved.
Thank you. Motion to approve.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have received the community crossing and also July 31st we did receive.
The way they was talking with this project, they don't think it's gonna take long as there's nothing changes. They think that a couple, 3 months, they might be done with this, but of course, there's no problems.
Next, I have invoices for Commonwealth Engineers. The first one is for the US 150 culvert replacement. Engineering services rendered through June 30th of 2025. The amount of $6,179.64.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Is that fair and Earl or up there?
Fair.
Then,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And second Commonwealth Engineers invoice, this is for the water storage rehabilitation and metering project. Services rendered through June 30th, 2025. The amount of $26,656.28.
How does council want to proceed with this?
so moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And the final one for Commonwealth is also the water storage rehabilitation metering project. Services rendered with regulatory assistance, professional fees in the amount of $3,364.
How does council want to proceed with this one?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. A few more invoices, and if you've got questions, I think Mike, you might be able to answer for you. I have one for Corin, Maine. This is for meter reads,
It's the reader on top of the meter.
reader on top of the meter. Okay.
You're on
For
top.
12 of those, amount of $2,423.02.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
I think on that one right there, there's two, I think there was 2 orders that he placed in there. Because he called me and said that we were getting it at one price now, but the price was getting ready to go up. So I told him to go ahead and order
Okay.
an extra set.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Mikey, you're saying when you got, that's for 2.
Yes, 2 orders.
Thank you.
And I have invoices for Dunn's Garage. The first one is for the dump truck. Looks like, well, you all have copies of it, so, brakes. In the amount of $2,418.
Does council want to proceed with this? Is that the one you guys had out there today?
No,
Okay, that's the other one.
it was the new one that was out there,
Okay.
that he worked on. There should have been a service on that too.
Yeah, there was.
We actually had it sent out there because the brakes were pulling to one side. So he checked the front and the back. I believe he texted me a picture of the back ones that were, the brake pads were busted. So when he was loaded, he hit the brakes on the front, it was pulling to one side.
How does council want to proceed with this?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next one is, we'll work on the 2016 F-350 for $164.
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next one, this is for, what did you say, Mikey?
Street sweeper.
Street sweeper. The American Land France Condors. An amount of $1,282.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And the last one is for the 2014 Ford F-150. The amount of $2,729.
Explain that, Mikey.
I think it's Wesley's truck. I think it's brakes, rotors, and
Water pump.
I think it was on his truck, a water pump.
Front wheel bearing.
Yep.
Knee belts, hoses. AC, pulley, belt. How does council want to proceed with this?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do I have a second? Do I have a second?
Yes.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Pay allowance docket for the month of July in the amount of $147,952.01.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And I have claims from July 16th through August 5th in the amount of $1,212,802.86.
How does council want to proceed with this?
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Beth? Seeing none, we'll move on. Town attorney,
No reports tonight.
quiet tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky.
Yeah. Utility foreman, Mike Compton.
Don't have a whole lot, just to get you on, something Eric said about the water tank and meter replacement. We finished the last 2 meters at the school last week. So that is, so all the meters are installed. So that was the one we had to get that. They didn't have copper setters in them, so they were just a straight through pinning. So we had the copper setters to prove that sometime ago.
Yes. All that were taken care of.
And the thing Beth had was on the meters. One of those is probably for the jail because it's not reading right. It's been reading funky here lately. I know Rachel called me several times about it, so he's ordered a new replacement head for that. It's cheaper than the whole meter, which is a 4-inch meter, probably looking at $7,000 or $8,000 for a meter. So they're trying to hit it first. And next thing, we've started on laying the line for the fire department training center. That should be done this week. We got ISI coming in tomorrow to make our tap for us. A lot of rock.
Yeah, police county don't need to track
Yeah.
that, dig it.
Yeah, that was nice. I'm glad they did. But still be digging it. We're using the backhoe. Something else, guys, we're going to be doing some road cuts whenever we get some more asphalt. So I know this one out here is getting bad. We filled in weekly and it just keeps coming out. Other than that, that's all I've got for tonight.
I did have a complaint, on Northeast Third Street that needs some attention, potholes and miscellaneous. So.
Yeah, Kristen has been busy mowing because it seems like they get one thing mowed, they go right back, and they all the rain. When ours is the same way, you mow it, and it seems like you mow again. So we help them out when we can.
Just like to thank the guys for working on those trees on the power lines. That's looking good. I've noticed.
Well, we actually cut a bunch along the road too.
Yeah.
They cut one up there on Paul Street some other day,
Good job.
which they're gonna be cutting more, so.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys getting that bridge done too.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. If you know, then you let us know, 'cause school starts tomorrow.
Then you got most of everything for the school buses and stuff
Yeah.
taken care of.
Yeah, Chris, he painted the crosswalk this week too.
We probably need to do that.
Actually, I think he started Friday. On the, Roser deal, is there any idea that maybe hire our own mechanic or just keep doing what we've done?
Do you have a can?
No, not yet. But run the past you guys to look out first.
We can entertain that, we can look into it and see what's
Because
going on.
not only do we use Bruiser, we use John Tractor too.
Right.
Now, he come up today, and
See what we can do. Just-
I do believe that if we keep using Bruiser, that we need to make a contract with them.
You mean like set hourly rates or service rates, that kind of contract or?
Contract, well, that holds him responsible for, yeah, and that's what you just said. And which is, for his sake too. So I think there needs to be a contract involved there. He's way up there in that money, and I think that should have been done already.
Is that everything done in the past?
we've had our own contract, I don't know if it's ever been done.
We used to have our own.
Yes. So we've had maybe four or five different ones.
with the hourly rate that he charges at $55 an hour is cheap, because I know the mechanic that charges $110 here in town.
I'm not for sure what y'all charges. Most of the things you do is just minors, fixing tires, stuff like that. John McCracken.
He doesn't do any of our hydraulic lines or anything like that, because he does.
Sometimes he does.
And I know that he's probably the better price as far as that goes. Because he buys that, he does that in quantities.
We usually give whoever's, can show up that day.
Other than pricing, what do you feel is the advantage of having our own on site? Just
Well, when he's
convenience.
not working on mechanic stuff, he could be helping out on other departments too.
Well, I have to ask this because I've done a lot. Do we not have anyone that can do like the fluids and
We
stuff
do
in our
some- We do a
department?
lot of it.
Yeah, because, from what I was seeing tonight, there's several things on there that he's got money on that could have easily been done by you guys. Don't know if you noticed that, but I did.
Yeah, the service on the dump truck, he called me and told me the brakes were bad and it was time for a service. I thought, well, he's already got it.
Right.
What we're gonna do is he's got it there.
Right.
Yeah, the smaller trucks, we do a lot of our services on. Oh, you just have to figure out, what you want to pay a mechanic and his benefits. Yeah.
Into that.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Because a lot of times I don't see his bills, because he just brings them up there and drops them off. John does the same thing, so I don't ever even see the bill.
Right.
Get two or three together and then add up real quick.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Next up, code enforcement, Richmond Ferris.
Good evening, council.
Good evening.
All right. Weed and Rank, 601 East. Really pronounce Wiseman Drive, that's across from Spring Valley Bank. Weed and Rank, 306 College Hill Street, that one was resolved. Weed and Rank, 202 North Oak Street, that is the old Jones lot out there, car wash. Weed and Rank, 608 North East 3rd Street, that's the old state highway lot there. Weed and Rank, 515 South Oak Street, that's resolved. The town mowed that. Thank you, Mike. County guys. Over there, they did a really good job. That was a mess over there. Then Weed and Rank, 311 Cherry Street, that one was resolved. Nuisance, 215 Portland Avenue. And abandoned vehicle, 428 Josephine Street. That vehicle was parked on the street with no plates. Neighbors didn't know whose it was, so we towed that one. The owner did come reclaim that vehicle. And, to show proof of registration show before we got that in. Then Peddlers, solicitor, that was a White Oaks Construction Company door to door on that one. Then we had a building permit at 405 Northeast 3rd Street. That's going to be a new garage construction where we have Thanksgiving fire. Other than that, that is all I have. Any questions? Nothing? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next up, Police Chief Brady Sanders.
Good evening. The information I provided you was start with training. Last Thursday, our officers participated in a refresher training been provided field sobriety tests, which is a requirement for our department participation in Operation Bullet. Officer Johnson successfully completed and received his certification in the chemical breath test operator. In addition, he has also attended training on advanced roadside impairment driving enforcement. This training enhances officers' ability to detect and apprehend impaired drivers, contributing to the improved roadway safety and the reduction of traffic-related incidents in our community. All required documents for Officer Johnson has been completed, and he will transition next week over to his regular schedule. Under community outreach, running start, and the meet and greet at Paoli Elementary School. Yesterday, our officers, along with officers from the Orange County Sheriff's Department and the Department of Natural Resources, participated in the Running Start program, which provides school supplies to local students. Our officers enjoyed helping the kids pick out perfect backpacks for the upcoming school year and passing out popsicles to all the children at the end of the school. Alongside the principal and assistant principal of Paoli Elementary School, it was an honor for us to support the kids in preparing for an exciting new school year for the Paoli School Corporation. And to continue with the school theme next, since tomorrow is the first day of school, our officers will be present at the elementary school to greet students as they exit the buses for the first day of school. This annual event is part of our continued effort to build positive relationships in our community. Participating in this event like this, we aim to remind students that our officers are here to support them and help foster a sense of trust and familiarity with law enforcement and the communities and its members.
Are you guys gonna do the superhero costumes?
I think we'll have the SROs will be dressing.
Okay. I noticed, I've seen you've done that for several years.
Yeah, they'll be dressing.
Yeah, the youngins always.
Only other thing I had, did you get an update on the vehicle situation with the mechanics link?
Yeah, I had a call with him, but I haven't received the email with all the car information yet, so, yeah.
Give you a review, because I think you got an email on him on it. Apparently the BMV has decided to no longer take mechanics liens from police departments. From my understanding, it's something that involved Terre Haute PD, but I have no clue on that. It's just coming from Indiana Lean Company that used to do that. So we unfortunately already had 2 cars sold in auction in March. Their paperwork just come back here recently saying that they would not honor it, give them a title. And then we had 2 that were supposed to sell at the end of last month that we didn't sell because of that situation. So we need to figure out moving forward what we need to do. BMV is not really being cooperative, and it's not a statewide policy. This is a policy of BMV. So.
I know that you can go, I know individuals that have went to court to get the mechanics liens.
Before we went to Indiana Lane, we did go
Yes.
to Tucker, but
Yeah,
You can get the court order title through court, it's a simple
yes,
process.
yes.
So I haven't got the info from Marty.
I would say the best thing going forward is just finding out what paperwork Tucker needs, and we'll just transition that.
It shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I know dealers do it all the time, and individuals too, so.
Yeah, I don't think it will. That's just an update on that and that. So that's all I have.
All right. Thank you.
Anything else? Thank you.
Okay, so I have something that I need to bring up.
We got to finish our list of
Well, this pertains to the police department, so I'd like to address it now. I'm gonna read you a complaint that I was asked to send the council. And this is what was sent. As the Paoli Police Department liaison, I've been asked to make a formal complaint on behalf of our police department
Well,
against
that's- Hold on.
let me finish. Against the actions of Fire Chief Martin Oaks. Okay, what were you gonna say?
This is going to be handled in executive session, which is going to be scheduled. This is,
So
That's
I am
where-
going to
that's
finish
the-
reading this
That's
complaint.
the appropriate place for,
You know, every time there's a problem with the police department, I'm shut down. And the people do not get to hear what's happening. This is ridiculous. And
Donna,
it's getting, Arlen, I don't think you want to go there.
yeah, we do, because I'm gonna tell you this right now, is that you're gonna talk about a funeral, okay? That's
No,
a
you know what?
private thing.
That was put in
handled.
place not by the police department. That was somebody else's doing, and we all know who that was.
That was done with the family, and that's what I'm saying. This
that
will not be in this at all. We will not discuss
You
this.
know what? This is, you are misleading the
No, I'm
people of
not.
this town.
we are
Yes, you
not
are.
misleading
Hey, Donna.
anyone. We're not
Donna,
misleading anyone.
Or
Randy, do you have
Okay.
any objection to this being taken up as in an executive session?
I
Because
don't know
that's
if you
where
wanna, yeah, if you wanna
legally,
discuss
I
it
have
in
a
executive, I
second
don't
for
care. Funeral director.
I'm
That
sorry.
tried to call you.
Oh, I'm
You-
sure.
I said I don't care to
Excuse
discuss it.
me, I've asked Randy, excuse
Yeah,
me.
I don't care to discuss it in an executive meeting.
So the police chief does not have any problem with moving this discussion to an executive session.
Okay, because that's exactly
I
what
make
I
a
thought you would
motion that
say.
we move this discussion to an executive session.
To where no one can hear it, no one can hear the details. You know what? That's
We
fine.
This is
have-
a private matter with a family. This is not a town matter.
This has nothing to do with this family. This has nothing to do with this funeral. It's the fact that Mark Jones overstepped his authority. Now, if that's a part of the family, let me just tell you, I know it's not.
Donna,
Point
I
of
made a
order.
motion. I already made a motion.
Motion's
All
been
right,
made and
all right,
seconded.
you go right ahead.
So, having said that,
Having said what I've said already, I think say it all.
having said, we have a motion on the table. Who seconded? Darren seconded.
Seconded.
Do we have a date and time that might work for everyone? Would
Friday.
Friday work?
4 o'clock.
Would Friday
No,
work?
Friday will not work for me. I'll be out of town.
Friday, 4 o'clock. The motion's been made,
Of
with
course.
the date and seconded.
Now,
Does council want to proceed with this?
can we do that with me not being here?
Yes.
Okay. I will cancel my appointment.
So that would be Friday. Okay, I'm gonna be very exact. Friday, August 8th at 4 PM. This matter is set for an executive session. Meeting will be here. Motion's made and seconded. Do we have a vote?
That's for roll
Roll call. Donna Dillard,
No,
Bobby Bostock,
Yes.
Darren Owen,
Yes.
Lilia,
Yes.
Clerse, Arlen Frazier, yes. Motion carried.
Okay, we'll go back to our reports. Davey, Friends with Parks.
Good evening.
maybe.
I don't have very much, but first thing I'd like to do is say thank you to Electricom, to their safety team. They came and did a day of service down at the park, and we was able to get all but one of the dugouts finally painted. So we still have roofs to do, but we're getting a lot closer. The high school, apparently their football field is still not complete, and now it's time for regular season. So they have preseason. They have a preseason game scheduled for the 15th that they're not going to be able to play unless we let them use our field again, which I have no problem because they've used it twice already this year, and there's been no trash left behind. They've cleaned everything up. They haven't tore up anything as far as parking in Joe Tapp's field, not our field now, but and they've used the parking lot. And we've had no issues, so I'm okay with it.
Do we have anything that has to be signed to that, or do we?
Yeah, you just
Same
said-
contract.
Same
That's what
contract.
we've been using.
Okay,
I've been using the charity football Uber, right? Yeah. Does that need a motion?
Yeah, how does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made by Malia,
Second?
seconded by Donna.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
I'm a little bit cold, so sorry about that. Just a heads up, school does start tomorrow, so we are gonna have some maintenance come up, over the next couple weeks, where we will have to shut the playground down for a day, so we can clean some of the mold off. I'll be working with Mikey and the sewer department, so they can bring down their water trailers, so we don't have water down there. I'll send out an email before, probably 2 days before.
Yeah, so we can get
Yeah, so we can get it posted, because there'll be people upset. The band, every year, you guys probably know this, but it's been a year. They use, the Park Gators for their band invitational. That's gonna be coming up in, September. So we'd like to go ahead and ask permission for them to be able to use it.
Legal side, good. How does council want to proceed with this?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made, do you have a second?
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
All right, that's all I have, unless you have something for me.
Still got any tournaments left?
I do. I do. I have, youth football, which won't really pertain to us, except for we do pay for the paint and stuff for that, so that's a little bit of a cost, but I have the paint already. And then I have 2 softball tournaments and a baseball tournament booked. The softball, I checked their website, it's a new promoter that hasn't been with us, and they booked it, which I let them book. But on their website, I think they're done for the year, so that one won't run. The baseball is also a new promoter that only signed up for one this year, but he signed up for a second one, and so that one will play. And it's on the wedding anniversary, so the wife's not real happy with me about that. But yes, there is.
Well, you
at
can take
least
her
one.
down for a hot dog and a soda pop.
There you go.
Tell her Bob says.
Yeah, tell her I said so.
We'll see how that goes. But that's about all I got.
Anybody else anything today?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
And
fine job.
if you guys need to learn how to get a tan, you come down and see me. We'll get you settled.
Go throw you on the John Deere back and get you hanging.
Next up is citizens' concerns and comments.
I just wanted to touch base and kind of see where we're at with the restoration of our property.
Mikey? That's the one out there on Hospital Road.
Yeah, I know we've done some grass seed and straw on it. Do you see where the water washed away?
Yeah, and that looks great. My concern is the gravel as well. People are starting to bottom out, and to where I'm kind of worried some auto damage coming back on me.
Bring it back over there, drag the gravel back over into the,
The backhoe's already setting up in that area, so we'll
yeah,
take care
we're
of
working
it.
over there in that area. So.
It did, you guys did break out some, and it did look a lot better, but there's still just a whole bunch right there in that embankment. I just kind of want to touch base.
Once they get blacktop, they'll dig that out, put the blacktop back into that edge there, and then they'll redress that once it puts rain where it don't wash it out.
Right.
So when we get the blacktop in there, I was wondering how that was gonna work when the gravel's there and that water runs right down through there, so.
Yeah.
Once they start running the blacktop, they'll get back out there and dig that all out, and fix it back up and put it in.
Okay.
Mikey, you have any idea when the quarry will be running the?
They're running right now, it's just that we don't have time to get our trucks out there to get it. I can tell you that right now, because they're in that water main problem out there, and the other ones are mowing, so we got both dump trucks out there right now.
We've actually had all 3 trucks tied up today. Probably will tomorrow too. But, yeah, we'll We're gonna take care of it, get that.
We'll get it all put back in completion before it's all done. You'll be the one to say yea or nay.
Okay, thank you.
Do they have your phone number so they can communicate directly to you?
I'm not sure, but I can get it to you all.
Get it from Mikey.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Mike Dillard?
No, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay.
You guys are playing this shit in me, so it is what it is.
What's your language, please? Up. I entertain a motion for adjournment. So moved.
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion made, passed. Kill the computer, please.